addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. Thank you for joining us for episode 29. You supposed to make a noise, B?
Yeah, what up? Sorry.
Hey, me and B was having a conversation prior to this.
Yeah.
I think he's
my
still
mind
a little
is still
shook.
blown. I apologize. What up, y'all? What up? What's going on? Hope y'all doing all
My
right.
name is Fresh, and the befuddled one
lying.
is my man B Hill. Y'all know B Hill, man.
What up? Hope y'all doing all right. Yeah.
Hey, V, you gonna have to shake it off, man. You just
It's
gonna have
good.
to
I'm
shake
good.
that off.
I'm back. That shit just, you know how like when your high kick in and then and then I got some wild ass news right before. And it was just, you should have gave me a second. But anyway, yeah, we in this bitch. What's happening?
We in here, like I said, me and B was having a conversation, and right before we hit record, and he's just a little thrown off.
Yeah,
about the information
beloved.
I told him.
I'm befuddled, beloved.
Speaking of high, happy pre-420.
Yeah, 420 to all y'all. Enjoy the festivities and, partake in something, some way, some shape or form. They have so many different ways that you can enjoy the cannabis sativa at this point in life. I think you should partake.
They really do.
Nigga, that shit is amazing. Like, you can get an edible. If you have an edible, if you never tried an edible, this should be the time that you should try an edible. But I would recommend staying at home
edibles.
first.
They're in fashion now, so all y'all trendy motherfuckers.
It's a different type of high. It's a body high. So you be high from the top of your head to the tips of your damn toes. Some people like it. Some people love it. Some people don't. I think you should try it though to find out if you are one of those.
I feel like the people who hate it is the people who don't listen when they get the edible and you say, yo, just eat half of it or eat a quarter of it, something like that. You give them directions and they go, ooh, this a brownie, this a Rice Krispie treat, and
you get lost
I
in
don't
the
feel
sauce.
Nothing. You crazy. And then they fucking flipping off the walls because they didn't eat the whole thing.
15 minutes later, motherfucker fucked up.
And they're praying. Talking about make me high.
Yeah, I done, real quick before we get started, I done had a party. Speaking of edibles and 420 and the theme, I done had we had a party like a July 4th, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago at this point, but I had took like 40, my old lady can bake like amazingly from scratch and shit. She had made these chocolate chip toffee cookies and shit, right? Them shits was steaming, piping hot. We had put them in a little warm thing, took them to Durham and shit to a nice hood cookout. You know what I'm saying? It was about 40.
Nice hood cookout.
It was like 40, 50 people. When I tell you I fucked the whole party up, like that shit, niggas was in that bitch high as a motherfucker. Cause they was like, how, for one, it was women, not a lot of women, but it was women there. So you know how women are with sweets and shit. And them shits was piping hot and everybody know my old lady can bake. So as soon as they got there, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh, let me get something. I'm like, yo, y'all better chill. You know what I'm saying? Slow roll this shit, dude. Cause I'm in that bitch high as fuck. Cause I took one from Raleigh to Durham. By the time I got to like, Creedmoor Road type shit on 540, I was high as a bitch. Like that shit kicked in like a mother. I realized I was high as fuck because I was driving like 55 and 540 about that shit is 70. I was in the right lane and coasting that. It took me about 2 hours to get to Durham.
See, that's why I can't indulge at certain times because some of my motor skills is crazy.
Yeah.
I can't really get into it.
My homegirl, she done called, she had a panic attack. She ain't never smoked weed, never had no type of nothing. Like, she went balls to the goddamn wall. She done went in the crib. She done had a fucking panic attack. She done tried to call the ambulance. Niggas wouldn't let her call the ambulance. That shit was crazy, bro.
Hey, you see the episode of Atlanta?
Which one?
The most recent one. And the girl had the little gummy or whatever. She was
I ain't know it was the reason. I thought the shit when he was in the crib, when Buddy was in the crib.
The Teddy Perry Peter Pendergrass episode. That shit was weird.
Yeah, when he was in the fucking house and shit.
With the Michael Jackson.
That shit was the weirdest fucking shit ever, man. What the fuck wrong with them, man? I was like, I'm thinking like, all right, here goes some funny shit. It's about to come. It's on the way. And ain't nothing coming.
Everybody I talked to either loved it or was creeped the fuck out. And I was creeped the fuck out.
I'm the latter. That shit had me feeling. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Cause
it had me feeling funny, weird. Right? I ain't like that.
Cause the way I watched it, like I ain't watched the episode before that. So if you watch the episode of Atlanta, if you fuck with Atlanta, it's a dope show. It's got some weird shit, but it's still dope. And I watched the episode.
Of Donald Glover.
Yeah. I watched the episode before that when the nigga was getting the haircut. You know what I'm saying? And like the nigga had his barber took him all over so that shit was fucking hilarious. So I was in that bitch. I was high. I was in that bitch laughing like hell. And then that one came on and that shit like was a complete opposite. That bitch, this switch flip. You know what I'm saying? That shit was the weirdest episode of TV I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I feel like I feel like this season doesn't have,
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's just episodes.
Yeah, it's just
like,
random ass
random
episodes.
shit out his mind.
It's supposed to be called Robin season, so they'll try to incorporate that shit. You'll hear them say like, "Oh, it's Robin season" when they doing something. But other than that, really, like they try to incorporate it, but it's just kind of off, like random as fuck. There's no cohesiveness to it. You know what I mean?
Hey, that nigga looked just like Michael Jackson.
That shit was weird as fuck, man.
That shit was weird. If y'all ain't seen it, see it, and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, because it creeped me the fuck out. Like, if his goal was to creep you out, then he did a great job.
Job well done, sir.
He did a job well done, because it was off. And my man, Darius, he just an idiot savant. Like,
yeah, bro, crazy as hell. He crazy as hell in real life. So I think that shit just be coming through. Like, Darius funny as shit, but like, that shit is, it's a oddly, like, it's some odd ass humor. It's like Black Kirby enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? Like young Black Kirby enthusiasm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that.
But it's going a little left. Like this recent episode, it was straight. Yeah. It was about about his ex-girlfriend trying to go see Drake, like get a picture with Drake to get her Instagram popping. But the moral of the episode was kind of like everything is fake. Like everything on social media is fake. Like even if you're there, the shit is still fake. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got the message in that. I heard you have to go to the barbershop to get the barbershop episode. I didn't find it bad, but I didn't find it that funny either. And that other episode just creeped me out.
Little Bibby, that shit was funny. Like every nigga that I know that seen that shit be like, bruh, that was the funniest shit in the world, because barbers be on that bullshit. Like a barber, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you get not mine. I shout out my barber. He professional as fuck, and a lot of them are now, but some barbers you'll get on some bullshit.
Your barber don't have a lot to do though.
Nigga that was a good one. I can't even come back. Fuck up.
Alright, I'm gonna let you be great, my bad.
Yeah, but my beard is immaculate, you know what I mean? My shit is like carpet. My shit is goddamn the good bathroom carpet when you come out the tub from one of them nice ones. But nah, but yeah, if you go to the actual barbershop, niggas be on that bullshit. Like, nigga, I used to go to one nigga, this nigga used to smoke weed and goddamn take a shot of yak or some shit, goddamn, and then try to line your mustache up. Bro, you can't, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't need to be impaired when you got some shit, when you controlling a nigga, like, the way a nigga look, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that nigga would be in there like, hold on, bro, I'm finna go hit. No, man, don't hit no J right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, hell
Damn, hit a J, see.
Yeah, no, niggas be hitting J's, niggas be fucking taking shots and shit. No.
Nah, fuck
no type of inebriation on my watch, my brother, on my mustache.
Nah.
My mustache
Beauticians, you just gotta worry about beauticians, you just gotta worry about them being late as fuck.
Oh yeah, that shit trash.
But if you late, they wanna charge you some extra money and shit.
Nah.
And you gotta worry about them wanna fucking eat, stop doing your shit to eat.
Oh yeah, niggas do that shit too. That's what I'm saying.
And you gotta worry about them bringing they badass kids with them to work.
Yeah.
So that's
same shit though. Niggas be the same way. Niggas be having their kids all in it, but like it don't really be. It be different, you know. Daddies and shit.
Niggas don't be having their kids.
Nah, niggas definitely be having their kids in the barbershop. You better.
Barbers be having their kids.
Hell yeah, my barber he keep his kids in there. Like not all the time, but like when he got them for the weeks and shit, whatever. Because like I guess he, you know. I switch on and off, week on, week off. He be having his kids in there. Shit, he got to keep cutting.
That's what's up, because barbers seem like one of the top occupations who don't take care of their kids for some reason.
My cousin, she said barbers is the number one thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And even it's crazy because now they become like Instagram thoughts, because like every barber be posting all they work. You know, I can't hate them. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be posting barbers and came the new IG honeys and shit. Them niggas be goddamn doing all that shit. Shout out to the barbers.
You watch you see Coachella or bits and pieces of Coachella?
I saw Beyonce. I saw Cardi B fucking like popping her ass as she's pregnant. That shit would have fucking turned. I would have been mad as fuck. She all on the ground and shit. I said, God damn, Offset, you crazy as hell.
I was like,
ain't no goddamn way my baby mama on the fucking
Cardi.
Like you fucking damn that hooker. Like you can't suppress that hooker at all, can you? Goddamn, you can't wait
Don't
9
call
months.
Cardi a hooker.
You can't wait 9 months to pop your goddamn pussy and ass and
she
shit.
She a thought. She not a hooker.
Hey man. You ain't got to be, you finna damn have the baby. you fucking busted it wide open and shit. The baby finna jump right up out of there. Be goddamn born right on Coachella.
Man.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Hey, if you have a baby at Coachella, that's lit.
You gotta name the baby Coco. Like, it gotta be like,
you gotta name
Coachella
the baby Coco.
Come out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Coachella, T'Challa. What's Offset last name? Well, Cardi last name is Almazar.
Damn.
Belcalis Almazar sound real outdated.
That's her name?
It don't need, yeah.
Belcalis?
Belcalis.
What's that shit from? What's
Almazar.
For all the old niggas? What's that? Balky Bartakamoose. That motherfucker. From, what's that shit? Perfect Stranger. Oh, Perfect Stranger's name, ass.
Hey, shout out to you for remembering Perfect Stranger.
Goddamn pop culture monster now. Let's have a pop culture game.
Shout out to you. That was great. Who remember Perfect
Y'all
Strangers?
Niggas don't remember Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers was that shit. I don't remember that. I wish I remember them.
Hey, what Joe Budden said? Y'all wasn't outside.
Yeah, y'all niggas wasn't outside when Perfect Strangers was
Everything is y'all niggas wasn't outside.
Hell no, I was inside watching.
Perfect Strangers. Hey, you definitely get points in my book for Balky Bartak from Mebos.
Mebos? Fucking Mebos. That nigga was fucking Mebos. Y'all niggas don't know about that. Y'all niggas want outside of Mebos?
Hey, shout out to Meepos. Yeah. Like, whoever from Meepos.
Nigga, y'all niggas want outside and Meepos, nigga, with Balky and them.
Hey, B, shut that shit down. B, shut that shit down. But we gonna get into that shit a little bit later. That's funny as hell. Hey, we're both indulging in the pre-holiday.
This might be a
so if this episode is a little off.
Yeah. I got the giggles.
We apologize.
I'll tell you that now. I got the giggles.
This nigga a grown man and he got the giggles. Motherfucker tickle me Elmo out this bitch.
Wiggly.
Don't ever say wiggly. Hey, yo, Barbara Bush just died.
Wow. Damn. Why would you do that? Damn.
I'm sorry. No disrespect to Barbara Bush. His reaction was just mad wild.
Yeah, like she threw. I said I got the giggly. This motherfucker. Barbara Bush just died. Like damn. Fuck.
I didn't tell Barbara Bush I didn't tell Barbara Bush to die in the middle of this, but rest in peace to Barbara Bush. I don't have no ill will against you, even though your husband was ain't shit ass nigga. But you know, Trump came through and outdid your husband and your son.
Yeah,
so
y'all niggas look like great white hopes.
The great white hopes. That's sad when you giving the Bushes props. You know your president fucked up. He done sent them bombs to Syria, but we ain't gonna even get on that. We ain't gonna get on that.
Syria? You talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch? You seen that meme? You seen that meme with,
Your Man Crush Monday thinks Syria is...
that shit was funny. Shit to me, boy. That nigga said, Syria, you ask a motherfucker, what about Syria? They said, Frosted Flakes. God damn. That shit was funny. It had Maxine Waters' face. Hey. That shit was funny. Shit, man.
Anything with Maxine Waters' face is hilarious. Hey, they put that Michael Jordan crying meme on Chloe's stomach. That was funny.
Motherfuckers don't give a shit, boy.
Niggas don't give a shit. It's this Instagram girl that I follow. She here in Atlanta. She not like super, super popular, but she got like enough followers and shit. And so she posted a picture of her baby and I wrote, the baby is cute. I said, she reminds me of Tiana Taylor's daughter. She looked like little Junie to me, right? So this other girl comes, it's like hours later, and reply to my shit like, ew, where? Tiana Taylor baby is cute. This baby ain't. I'm like, God damn, like you
on
came
somebody else's page?
all the way from, yeah. And like the girl is, you know, small enough where she will probably reply or block the girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she ain't like a celebrity or nothing like that. She probably like local famous or something like that. But I'm just like, God damn, like you came all the way from sucking a dick to go right under this girl page about her baby.
Motherfuckers
like,
motherfuckers be giving that shit energy and time. We said that shit on the last podcast. Don't be the fucking person arguing with people in other people's comments. You got to be a weird motherfucker to be arguing with a motherfucker in somebody else goddamn comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, not.
Stop being weird. What you say? Stop being weirdos.
Stop being weirdos. Like, you got to stop being weirdos in the 18. You know what I mean? You gotta
in the 18.
It's the 18. You can't
from the 9 to the 18.
Like we are
Stop
like
being
you can't be arguing in somebody else fucking comments. Like what the fuck? You was a weird type of nigga, man.
Right, and you probably missing a side too.
Yeah,
like go handle
like you definitely
yourself.
didn't floss this morning or this evening before you went to bed. Like stop that shit. You put that energy into flossing. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Go get the little,
take care of your dental hygiene.
You know what I mean?
Before you talk
you got
shit.
them in there going at it. You writing. That shit is crazy. Steam coming out your ears and shit, replying on another motherfucking comment. They ain't even on your goddamn comments. That shit is crazy.
Right.
What we got today, man?
We was talking about Coachella.
Oh yeah, Coco.
Cardi brought out almost everybody on her album. I thought that was pretty dope. And she was dressed like Left Eye.
Yeah. And popping her pussy.
I thought that was cool. And popping
her child.
Rihanna was out there dressed like a bougie Mortal Kombat with this face mask on with the earrings on the face mask.
No, she couldn't breathe.
Right. I don't know. You know, I feel like Rhea's one of them people who even when she's had the weirdest shit on, like for some reason she can pull that shit off.
So sexy.
But
man.
I think this one was a fail for me, Rhea. I don't know what the point was.
I like the shit. She had the whole little brown thing on. She was fine in that, boy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker be.
Yeah.
She a sexy motherfucker,
yeah.
man. Like. She just probably
Rihanna is all sex appeal, man.
You know what I'm saying? Sitting somewhere on the couch.
I think when she get old, she gonna be like Eartha Kitt.
She gonna be moccasin. She gonna be in that moccasin.
Hey, you can probably. Hey, I can't roll my tongue for shit. FYI, that was him, not me, that just rolled that tongue. Hey, you can probably say that Cardi B shit too, can't you? That
what should we saying?
Like Kurt. When she roll her tongue at the end.
I can't do all that.
Nigga, you can do that shit. You definitely do it at home.
I didn't even know what the fuck that shit was. You talking about?
I would do it, but since I can't roll my tongue, I
Ladies,
can't.
she can't roll her tongue. I don't know. I don't know.
Go ahead, Mo.
I don't know about this one.
Speaking of same-sex sex. Oh, Justin Bieber was out that bitch looking like a gay Zach Morris.
Didn't see him.
What's up with him?
I don't know. He's a weirdo. Pastor Carl Lentz got him.
He looked just like Zach Morris. His hair's kind of long, like towards those later episodes of Saved by the Bell. And he always with some man, laying on some man. Like he was laying on Scooter Braun's chest. Like where we do that
Niggas
at?
is weirdos. They from Canada.
Yeah, true. Hey, niggas been putting, hey, y'all Canada niggas.
Yeah, boy.
Drake, Tristan, motherfucking Justin, Tory Lanez, all y'all niggas weirdos for real.
Y'all niggas is getting
weirdo alert.
Y'all above sea level too much. That shit don't fuck with your damn, I don't know, the synapse in your brain and shit.
The word of the day is
synapse. Nigga. You know what we do, nigga.
Moving on to Brown and Proud. I just want to give Kendrick a shout out for winning a fucking Pulitzer.
I didn't know you could do that. Like, I mean, it's written, but which is weird because like it's sitting more people. I don't know. I haven't looked in the history of it, like to see if written, because Pulitzer Prize is for like great writings, right? Ain't that right?
No, Pulitzer Prize is like different talent. So he is the first, it's a category, but he's like the first non-jazz, non-classical person to win ever. Like this is beyond like hip hop and black music. I mean, first of all, it's always black music. All music is black music. Remember that. But like, it's a category for music. It's just normally gone to, more, upper crust of music. Like jazz and Beethoven, which, this little girl called it Beef Oven, which was funny as shit for me, but, that's dope as fuck.
That's dope.
Like,
I swear, I think there is a Pulitzer Prize. I'm almost 100% that it's a Pulitzer Prize, like for writing and shit too. So I'm pretty sure they got different categories.
Yeah, it's different categories. Writing is like definitely one, and that's the one that we definitely hear more about the, you know what I'm saying, more about that than music, because we don't care about none of the music.
Right. I didn't even know you could win one for that shit. But shout out to bro.
Shit. Hey, yeah, shout out to him. And shout out to Carey as well, just for being number one on Billboard. We knew she was gonna come in at number one, but I think she did like 260, I think, as of the last numbers that I saw. And she did like hella streams. Like, she broke some record for like streaming. That's crazy. Too, but we already said them streaming stats be super crazy. Shit,
wow. But shout out to her. It's Bartier and Rari. Carey. What's her name?
Bartier and Rari. Shout out to Belcalis Almazar.
That's mad fucking syllables. Good gracious.
I told you. She was not going to be great with that name. She had to be Cardi.
Where the fuck Cardi come from?
Because her sister's real name is Hennessy.
Oh, Bacardi.
And yeah. So she like flipped it. Yeah. That's cool. All right. Hey, be lit, and he is cracking me up right now. You ready to move on to lit and shit? It's all about the music or musicians.
I'm down for it. Down for it. You heard me?
Put your treat in the air and your drinks in the air.
Who we getting the fuck out of here?
One time. So we're gonna get motherfucking.
I see your cup, your Cowboys cup. Oh, yeah, get Dez Bryant the fuck out of here.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I do have my Cowboys cup, and rest in peace to Dez Bryant.
Career at the Cowboys. Let's not say he's dead. Let's not put that on him. Right. Jeez.
I mean,
his football career in terms of the Cowboys go.
You gone, so I don't know.
It ain't his fault.
So that's how I work. I know it ain't his fault, but if you ain't with the squad, what do I care? Like, but no, I do. He will be missed. Although I used to dread every season he was gonna fuck it up and not be able to play because he's staying some trouble. Well, at least that anxiety is gone, but the nigga is great, and I don't know what team he's going to, but if y'all can deal with his shenanigans off the field, then it's gonna be straight. I heard something about the Redskins.
The Giants trying to get him too.
The Giants need somebody, and the Redskins need somebody, and they don't have Odell. He still ain't signed with nobody, right? Like,
he's still under contract, but he said he want a new deal. But he said he want to be the highest paid player in the league, but he ain't even been putting out in the last year. So
he want to be the highest paid player because he got a damn 16-inch Peruvian wavy in his hair.
That's pretty much it.
Nigga, bye.
He got all hurt last year. The year before that, he did have a good year the year before that, I believe. But anyway, what else we got? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we ain't gonna bore y'all with sports because this is definitely not a sports podcast, nor do I want it to be. Put your drinks back in the air because we getting Nicki Minaj and her Woe Is Me tour the fuck up out of here. Nicki is irritating me. And so last week Miss Onika Mirage arose from her Barbie cave to have an interview with Zane Lowe on his Beats One on Apple Music radio show. Basically, I feel like most of the interview was just about, how people wronged her. She talked about how Cardi hurt her feelings when Motorsport released. She said the thing that with Cardi that really, really, really hurt my feelings was the interview she did right after Motorsport. I remember when I came into the game, if a female of that stature had done a feature with me, I would be singing her praises like, thank you. we'll get on that in a second. She said she feel like Quavo didn't have her back with the motorsport thing. When they were saying all these things about, Nicki changing her verse and coming at Cardi and all this other shit. She said that she hit Quavo up and by text and was just like, yo, you need to come out and say something basically because they lying on me. She said that Quavo said, basically like he ain't in it and he would go to Twitter or something if she was his girl, but she ain't. So keep it moving,
that's
basically.
Some player shit.
Right. After he got the feature though. She said that she felt imprisoned by the Meek and Drake fallout. She has a new documentary in the works that will reveal all. One thing she did say is that she forgive Azalea Banks, because Azalea Banks apologized, because she apologized is key in that statement. And, she said she didn't say anything with the, Wayne and Baby, whole $50 million fight thing, them going at it because they family and families fight and, I think this is hitting me. And they make up. Well, I told you I said, check that joint out. What did you think about the joint? Cause I got a whole lot of opinions.
I don't know, man. Shit, I ain't feel like hearing none of that shit. I just wanted to hear I ain't give a fuck about that whole Cardi B shit. That shit was corny. Like she was just crying like a little girl. You know what I'm saying? You like one of the best rappers ever. Fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she don't want to show love, fuck it. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't need you to show love. You know what I'm saying?
Why you need a bitch to show you love though? Especially if you so high up.
That's my point. Like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Keep it moving. You don't, I won't even acknowledge you going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to acknowledge me, bitch. I'm fucking Nicki Minaj. Like, you know what I mean? But she emotional. That's where women come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's her womanly shit. Like, I would have stunned on that hoe.
Can we stop? Cause if we look online, who fighting all the time? It ain't women. It's niggas fighting niggas.
That's
you talking about, that's emotional, my nigga. Like, it's niggas going back and forth on Instagram all the time. Adrian Broner and fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine was so what I'm saying is misogynist. Don't put that shit on women. Okay. It's emotional because niggas is way more emotional.
Niggas is definitely emotional though.
Okay.
But a different type of emotion.
Thank you. Y'all welcome, ladies. Emotional is emotional.
Where the Carl Thomas music
we can all put categories
that should have been fire if I had some Carl Thomas music like boom. That should have been hard. Yeah, that shit. That's one of the best songs in the world. I can't let you go. Y'all know I be singing to y'all niggas on this motherfucker. Trying to hold.
We low key been singing too. Y'all like hearing us sing?
That shit fire. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. That shit fire. I know y'all feel with like that nigga be there. That nigga they'll be singing.
Hey, take your shoes off and let some rain pour down your back.
No, that's two different songs. You done got.
That's still what he do on all the songs. Take his shoes off and let rain hit his nicely coiffed.
He didn't do that in emotional
curls.
He was just trying to hold on to something. He was trying.
First of all, you remember way more of the R&B videos than I do.
R&B was that shit, cuz. Carl Thomas, that nigga. That's one of my favorite goddamn songs. Go ahead. What was we talking about?
So for me, like the whole Nicki thing, like I felt like Nicki was just trying to be the victim. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the timing of it all, and I think I expressed this on the last podcast, the timing of it all was very petty. I felt like with Cardi come out and we ain't seen you and now you trying to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. You can do whatever you want to do, but don't look like a bitch and then get mad because people call you a bitch and everything that you doing reflects that of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like it was pathetic and she wanted to play victim. Like if you listen to the whole interview or you listen to parts of the interview is what people have done to her. How is this Nicki hate parade and, oh my God, I'm so fragile and everybody's coming for me. So are you the biggest bitch and you don't, like, are you the biggest thing in the game and you don't give a fuck about shit, or are you this victim? Like, you gotta decide which role you're going to play, because I feel like nothing she said really was something where a real nigga would be upset about. You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen the Cardi interviews in regards to like motorsport and shit like that, and I feel like Cardi is a really bad liar. So she was trying to give like, oh, we cool and da-da-da-da-da, but it didn't come across genuine. So everybody knew it was some, you know what I mean? Like some shit behind the scenes or whatever. I never heard, and I'm not saying I heard everything that Cardi said, but I never felt like Cardi threw her shade. I felt like Cardi was just forcing herself to try to play the game. So like, what did she do that hurt your feelings? Oh, it was because you let her be on a song with you and she didn't come kissing your feet.
Yeah.
She know you don't like her. And plus you sound like Lil' Kim sound when you came out.
Rabbit ain't, what it say in the phone when the rabbit got a gun?
Hey, that was a country saying right there. Say
ain't
that
no
shit
fun
again.
when the rabbit got the gun. You ain't never heard that? Oh, okay.
Hey, I have heard that. I've only heard it from old people.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Shit, that motherfucker get the shooting.
Hey, and now Cardi is this big phenomenon, you know what I'm saying? And now you upset because ain't nobody talking about you like they used to. Now you got to share this spotlight. But the thing about it is, it's enough spotlight for
you can definitely show
everybody.
love.
As long as
to both.
And don't nobody have to come and kiss your feet just because you was before them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. She just sound like an egomaniac. And y'all know I love Nicki Minaj. Like, lyrically, I love Nicki Minaj. I love her antics as far as the voice changing and all that. Like, people don't like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And she's attractive. But she about to get on my Kanye West list. And I'm just fucking with your music and that's it.
That fucking Chun-Li shit hard.
She keep going
both
this
them
way.
shits, Barbie Teen's actually kind of hard too. I heard that shit in the car. Like, I ain't really like that one as much.
Both of them are growing
Chun-Li was hard as
They're
fuck off the
on me.
rip. Like, that bitch be spitting. Like, that shit was hard. Bitch, I been on. Bitch, you been. That shit was hard. Like, that shit was crack. The other one.
Yeah. I still don't feel like neither one of them was singles though. You feel like they singles?
I like them. I don't
like
mind listening to it in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially Chun-Li. Chun-Li hard. That shit fucking crack. That shit super hard.
So with the whole vibe Cardi got right now, I think she's kind of ruling the radio. And I think of me personally, I think of Cardi as like female Migos kind of. You know what I mean? Like that's like that swag rap type genre of music. You know what I'm saying? And Nicki gonna come with the rhymes hard. Regardless. But I just feel like I want something more from Nicki.
For me. I like
we know you can rap and you're the best rapper, female rapper, whatever. And we know you got clothes and money. It's like, what else?
I don't know. That shit satisfied me. That shit was hard as fuck. I like that Chun-Li shit. And that other one, that Barbie Teen, that shit grew on me too. The beat hard.
Barbie Tings grew on me. Oh, whichever one. One of them was okay, and then it grew on me. I like both of them. I just don't feel like neither one of them is
that Chun-Li gonna rock in the club.
She ain't gonna edge Cardi out with those two if that's what she's trying to do.
I don't know. Them shit's hard. Like, them shit's gaining. I don't know. I like to hear them shits in the club. That shit hard.
You ain't heard this shit.
They played Chun-Li in the, I went to the strip club this weekend and shit. They played that shit. They played that and then,
oh, look at you. I ain't even asked you what you did this weekend. You was in the strip club.
That shit was trash. It was Diamond Girls. That shit wasn't nothing. That shit was weak.
Bullet holes and stab wounds.
I mean, it was like 5 girls in there. That shit, I'm not 5, but like 7 or 8. That shit was kind of trash. Anyway, it was cool.
You went to the Dollar Tree of strip clubs.
That shit was about Family Dollar. But nah, like that, they played Chun-Li and they played, that Drake shit, that fucking, what's the name? The new shit. Them shits was rocking. Cause you know, like, that's the best part of the club for me, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear the music and shit loud as hell. And, that shit's nice for what, that beat crazy and that fucking Chun-Li beat is fucking nuts too. That shit was hard. Bitches was popping that ass to that shit. The 4 bitches that was in there.
Bitches was popping their ass to that shit. I hope so. That's what they getting paid to do.
It was this one though. She was.
He act like they was just busting it for a real nigga. Yeah, no, they at work,
but
nigga.
It was this one though.
Work.
This bitch was like mad unenthusiastic with her twerk. Like that shit was like, my homegirl was with me and shit. Shout out Chad talking about, girl, you need to liven up in here. She was like, I don't want to give you no money. You here popping your cheek.
Wait. Why your impersonation of her make it sound like you was with a 68-year-old woman?
It's definitely not how she sounded.
Get off my porch.
Yeah, that's why she damn. That shit damn sure sound like an old ass woman in the strip club. She don't even sound like that either.
She said that. I know she don't sound like that, even though I only heard her like once or twice. But I know she didn't sound like. She said Wayne, Hove, and Foxy were her biggest influences. And I don't doubt that those three are her influences, but do you think that's 100% true? And that was Lil' Kim shade? Because she definitely got influence from Lil' Kim. And she... True. I guess Lil' Kim could be 4.
Maybe. I don't know. You gotta ask her, but I would say like...
No, I can look at her and see.
Yeah, I guess. Just in swag, but... Like I told you before, like Fox had that swag. Fox swag was crazy. Like Kim was just prettier than Fox. You know what I'm saying? But Fox swag used to be right. Like, and she could rap. Like her rapping swag, even though clearly neither one of them, her and Kim wrote, but her rap swag was much better than like fucking Kim, in my opinion.
Yeah, we got, what was that me and you that got into the debate about Foxy writing? Or was that me and somebody else? I done had this conversation a couple times this week. About Foxy writing, and I was just like, I don't feel like somebody wrote all Foxy's shit like Lil' Kim got all her shit wrote. Like Cardi gets all her shit. I'm sure she helped.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was dope though. Like that fucking Broken Silence album was a fucking amazing album. That shit, like Fox was that shit. So I feel like, yeah, she may have gotten a lot of her shit, like, cause Fox could, like I said, she could rap better, in my personal opinion, than Kim. Like she was nicer with the rhymes and shit. Fox, like she, outside of Nicki and shit, Fox one of the illest ones ever to me. With the bars.
Yeah. Pre-Jamaican.
Even when she had the Jamaican shit, she was kicking that shit like that. The whole Broken Silence, the Broken Silence had some Jamaican shit on. That shit was a hard album.
No, I'm talking about when she went full Jamaican. Not when she had that, I know which one you talking about.
Broken Silence
like
was hard as fuck.
It was just enough.
Had that shit with, I need to get that album. Put that shit on my phone. That shit was hard.
Yeah, $10, you stream it, you get everything
that's the beauty of streaming. You can fucking find some shit, boy. I tell you that. You think about like, damn, I want to, get some nostalgia and shit and look at some shit. Pulled up like Young Dro first album. That shit took me back to a whole different time in life.
I don't even think I heard a whole Young Dro album ever in my life. Yeah, I like,
Dro can rap like fuck. Singles. Like I like niggas that can rap. You know what I'm saying? He can rap like shit.
Wayne called in. First of all, he said he was gonna be waiting for Nicki butt naked. Gross. Why would you make jokes like that to sis?
Because he probably do that shit all the time.
But Wayne weird as fuck. He gonna act Zane Lowe if he really talk like that.
Well, he ain't never know that nigga.
Where the fuck do Lil Wayne be at? Like, what hole do Lil Wayne be in? Like, you're in music. Like, I understand some people listening may not know who Zane Lowe is. But if you're in the music industry, or if you listen to music, read blogs about music, shit like that, if you're like into music, then you've at least heard of Zane Lowe. Zane Lowe is like one of those interviews you want to get when you dropping something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly though, real shit, I just heard him like last week. I had no idea who the fuck he was.
You used to listen to Rap Radar and all that, and you didn't know who Zane Lowe was? Cause they used to talk about his interviews all the time?
Maybe.
You wildin'. Drake, you definitely heard of Zane Lowe because me and you have talked about the Drake one. He did Views from the Six.
I don't remember that. Probably so.
We talked about it. He's high, people. He's high. Don't worry about it. But wait, like, me and you have had this conversation, and I feel like because Wayne be off in a black hole somewhere, just watching Sports Center, doing drugs and fucking, like, I feel like he has no content.
Wayne's still nice.
Because he never knows what's going on. Like, you have to
like, cause you can hear in his raps that he knows shit. Like, he just be, you know what I'm saying? He's,
what?
I don't know,
Give
man.
Me something. Exactly. That's what niggas say.
Nah,
when
he
just
says like relevant current ass topics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he did that shit. I mean, if you want to go all the way back to like Georgia Bush and shit with the hurricane and all that shit, like I'm just saying.
Come on, the hurricane. That was Katrina. We talking about shit that's happening now, not shit that happened at his house.
Nah, he said some shit. I don't know, man. I can't, off the cuff, you just like.
Here's the thing. Until B thinks of something, I feel like Wayne just says
he's still better than everybody.
And he's not in the know, and he doesn't know anything, and I feel like his music is suffering. Great. Like, you can't make music without any content if you don't have content. So you gotta be out here living some type of life. And I ain't saying you gotta do what these other niggas do and be buying chains and be in the club all the time, but some shit you should just know. Like, stay up on your craft, my nigga. That he trashed me. Like, he's getting on that
crazy
trash
as fuck. That
line
great
to me. But I 100% think just it's because of that factor. I don't think it's because, I think he just doesn't have content. So whatever. So Nicki Minaj and this interview, do you feel like it was
I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit was trash. I mean, I just liked playing the Barbie things and shit and how she was looking. She was looking good as fuck. So that was all I was here for. I ain't give a shit about the rest of that.
Well, y'all got the nigga point of view on that. I think it was shit. And I've already expressed my grievances earlier in this rant about why I think it was shit. And I feel like Nicki Minaj is lonely. And I feel like Nicki Minaj is going through things like with her brother and all of that. I feel like she's basically, you know, she's going through shit. So she's acting out.
Some things.
Right. I feel like she's acting out. When the last time you seen Nicki Minaj just out having fun? Like, she's never, even if she's at a party or something, she never really looks like she's having a good time. Like, she looks like she's there because she has to be there and because she had to wear this outfit some designer gave her. She never, I don't know. I feel like just you and Wayne, actually, y'all two link up, go out, have a good time.
I like to have some music from both of them. Like, I want to hear like a Wayne and Nicki song. I don't know if I ain't heard one of those in a long time. That'd be hard.
No Frauds.
I'm talking about them specifically, just them two.
That other song?
On some dope shit.
She did one of them 3 songs she dropped was just her and Wayne.
I didn't listen to.
No Frauds had the 3 of them. She had the other song, and then I can't think of the name of it, but I will think of it. Moving along on to other musical fuck shit. So Mariah Carey's former manager claims that she was repeatedly sexually harassed by Mariah Carey because Mariah Carey was constantly naked in front of her.
Hell yeah, Mariah. Turn up on that pussy, man. Trying to get some ass.
Jesus Christ.
I know you ain't talking as much shit as you always talking about motherfuckers getting rammed and fucking fucked in the butt and all type of gay shit. That's
just reporting the news. So Stella Stopler.
That's way too many S's.
Documents put Mariah, right. And I probably said the shit wrong anyway. Some colonizer found documents, putting Mariah Carey's team on notice, putting a bitch on notice that a lawsuit was coming. Stella claims that Mariah rarely wore clothes, and not only was she naked, she did, and I quote, sexual
she
things
would play with that pussy
in front of her. Oh my God. Hey, don't play this in the car.
Yeah, this is parental advisory stick on this one today.
Happy 420, everybody. She alleged that Mariah has a substance abuse problem and has failed to take her bipolar medicine. And y'all know last week that Mariah Carey revealed that she had been quietly battling with bipolar disorder since 2001, and she admitted that she
they just seen some shit on Ball Alert. This motherfucker, she was saying that she went to the hospital because she said Whitney, Michael, and somebody else was coming to dinner. They done took her ass to the said, yeah, damn, coming to dinner.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Michael,
the
Whitney,
sequel.
and some other dead motherfuckers.
Dead people alert.
Well, shit. If it was me, I'd be like, oh yeah, they on the way? I'm finna go.
Oh.
Where they coming? What time they gonna put you up? About 10 minutes. All right, I'm finna ride. I'm gonna holler at you. Tell them I said what up.
Oh man. Hey, what you'll do if you open your fucking doorbell ring and it's fucking Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince. Who else was invited? Maya Angelou. Who else? Barbara Bush. Rest in peace, Barbara Bush. I'm sorry, it's too soon. It's freshly too soon.
Open the door. I apologize. I'm your baby tonight and shit. Hell no. Yeah, I'm be like, what the fuck? Hell no. That's funny.
Yo,
like, nigga, I said I wanted to hear you perform, but damn, I ain't mean to come back. Shit.
But Whitney would probably be like, bitch, you talked all that shit about me when I was here. Don't be inviting me to dinner in your head now, ho. You know Whitney gonna turn up,
Rest in peace to Whitney.
Whitney is gonna turn up. Hey, crack is whack, man. Oh, you think Mariah sexually harassed this woman, or is it just a money grab?
That's a pretty strong allegation. Like, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? This is the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement expands and reaches all corners now. Goddamn. She was clicking that mouse. She probably came in the crib. She probably had one on her damn.
Clicking that mouse.
She ain't take them bipolar meds and like real shit. That bipolar shit, no joke. Like my stepsister like that. She bipolar as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like, that shit, that shit real. That shit have you doing all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. She might have been on that motherfucker because they be sexual deviants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they real shit. Like certain aspects of it, like bipolarism.
I thought that you just, I think it was your word choice that they be sexual deviants.
They do.
I don't think sexual deviant is the right word. That sounds like you're, what you're doing is wrong and
not sexually demented. That's what it's called. Deviant is like, like deviant. I'm pretty sure we can go to dictionary.com, but I'm pretty sure sexual deviant is like not necessarily like you should just be like hypersexual. We'll take away the sexual deviant part and say hypersexual.
Yes,
so she was hypersexual.
I think. Yes, because you just put all bipolar.
Yeah, nah, she's sexually hyper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hypersexual, yes, and
she was on she probably was on one of them $50,000 couches and shit.
Highs.
With her damn robe, and they ain't take her medicine. Probably smoked the weed because nigga said she smoked a lot of bud and shit, so she was probably chemically imbalanced.
I thought that calmed people.
When you got a chemical imbalance to that degree, you know what I mean? Like that shit might have an adverse reaction to your ass. You know what I mean?
The crazy part is that she thought she was silently battling it. We been on, boo. We been on you was on.
When she was singing and shit, that shit's sad. That stardom is some bullshit. I would not want to be no fucking famous star. You know what I'm saying? Like, to that level, like to reach that height. You know what I mean? Of stardom, because all them niggas be nuts, bro. All of them. Think about it.
Yeah. I think stardom gives you this
shit.
False sense of grandeur, like delusions of grandeur, like you're above everything. Hard. You know what I mean? And they feel like, if you used to people kissing your ass and people telling you everything you do is great, you start to believe that shit. So when your hype died down, even if you're still Mariah, you're still known, but if you were a 10 to the public and people kissing your ass and you move to a 7, which is more than most of us. Most of us at a 2 and shit. You know what I mean? And you can fall to a 7 like you can't comprehend it.
Shout out. That's why Beyonce is even more dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Beyonce.
I pray to God when she's 45 or some shit that she don't, you know what I mean? Come out with no weirdo shit going on. You never know, but you know what I mean?
That'll break my heart.
That's my point.
Let's
like,
not
you know what I'm saying?
That.
I pray that she continues, but it seems like she's on a good track.
We praying for Beyonce on this show.
Yeah, for
everybody, let's hold hands.
Yeah,
we must protect Sister B at all costs.
If she ain't a black woman, she ain't like, boy, I don't know what a black woman is. She for us, boy. Shout out to Beyonce.
Hey, she is.
I ain't lying. I'd have nutted her again. I'm about to put some more kids in your ass.
Oh my God.
Out again. I'm putting all the kids in your ass. We got to raise a whole bunch of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we can't because you gotta work. And if she pregnant all the time, she can't be working.
Shit. Is she? You see what Cardi B did?
Niggas want you to do everything.
Cardi B out here popping that pussy one time.
Cardi B is also 25 years old. You ain't a 35-year-old woman pushing out a baby. Yo, but you know, Mariah, listen, I 100% would bet the farm that Mariah was probably trying to get at that lady. You know, Brat was smashing it to smithereens back in the day. They want to claim they was BFFs and shit.
You don't think the Brat is pretty?
I think she's an attractive man.
So yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, she's fine. I mean, like outside of her clothes and all that weirdo shit she be wearing, but like her face is beautiful.
I don't know. I just feel like fine is an extreme word, but hey, to each his own. And you know, I told you got a type.
So do you, because the Brat is fine. She got a big butt on it, all them size 40
But I
plants
definitely think they was fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking 9XL.
Yeah,
Pele jacket.
She definitely like Crucial Conflict.
Hey, you see that episode
I ain't
of
seen
Blackish?
Blackish in a couple weeks.
You behind on Blackish? Damn. He took his son to a HBCU. He took him to Howard, actually, and trying to get him to join the HBCU. And he used to go to Howard. And he said he was friends with Diddy. He talking about, I gotta get you ready. You gotta have the right fucking attire, cause his son had like an AC/DC shirt, and Junior had AC/DC shirt and all that. He talking about, nah, you need this. He gonna pull out this Pele jacket. He told, this is a 9X. Like, he was like, that's what you need. Like, nigga, you went to Howard in the damn early 90s. And you, hey, but that's funny as shit. But, yeah, do you think Mariah should just retire?
Yeah, I mean, her singing's trash. I don't want to see her sing. You know what I'm saying? She be on the damn.
Yeah. So what is she good for? She can't act. She don't have a good personality, so she can't be on TV.
Money. Yeah, you got mad bread.
Just be rich.
Like, just chill out and raise your kids and enjoy them. You know what I'm saying?
You think this lady just wants some cheese?
Everybody always wants some cheese.
You think it's me too? I'm
pretty sure she was also popping that cooch one time when she walked in the door. Smoking a joint. Smoking a joint with her. Yeah, like, hey,
double clicking her mouth.
Download this. Happy 420 to you.
Oh man, so I'm gonna give this a lick just because it tickles me.
Tickling Mariah
it's funny
too.
To me.
Was tickling that.
That's why.
Tickling that. Hell yeah.
Tickling the ivories. Stop it. So I'm going with lit. Like you going with lit or shit?
Turn up. Pop that pussy for it. Hey, that's what y'all women should do. Hey, when your husband or your boo or your girlfriend or whoever the fuck, be on the couch popping and coochie one time when they walk in the door. Just do it. Sporadic.
What you think niggas should do?
No,
should they be on the couch popping their balls?
When you walk in, as soon as your lady just come in and just be in that
motherfucker. No, don't do that, guys.
Be your meat. With the light kind of on a little bit. Not all the way on, but like kind of on.
Do not listen to me. You're gonna turn off. A man masturbated, a woman masturbated is two different visuals. One is not good.
Be in the love seat on her. Letting it ride. You know what I'm saying? Hose her down as soon as you come in there.
With some fucking black knee socks on.
With your work badge on.
With your work badge on.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Yo, moving along. So, y'all favorite guy, the sixth guy, went on, Instagram and revealed that, June 2018, he's going to release his new album, and it's going to be called Scorpion. So y'all know, or may not know, cause I didn't know, but, Drake is a Scorpio. And, his first post where he hinted was he posted a scorpion pendant on IG.
The whole fucking, that shit, the whole name, bro. Like, it's 1,017,000 words that you could have picked and you goddamn said scorpion. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, man.
Scorpion. And then he confirmed it by wearing this Scorpion jacket and with the date across the back where his album going to release. Like, Scorpion sounds like a really vicious title. Like, it's not in line with the
like,
Nice for
know.
What and God's Plan. It's like, it ain't really coming together for me. What you think it's gonna be
somewhere
about?
Like in the Arizona in the desert and you find scorpions? I don't fucking know. Like, who the fuck? Like, what is he, a transformer? Get the fuck, like, yeah, just when you do some
Drake,
fucking crazy shit, you come with this bullshit. You just corny niggas gonna corn. You know what I mean? You know how corny niggas gonna corn. Like,
corny
Scorpion,
niggas is gonna
like,
corn, yeah.
You could have even called it Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? That would have been somewhat cooler. Scorpion is trash.
Yeah. And I feel like it would have been more in line with his albums are normally like a greeting or something.
Say,
like
salutations
later.
Or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yesterday ain't today. Here today, gone tomorrow. Views from the 6. Nothing was the same. That was the album. Nothing was the same. Thank Me Later.
So
and
Far
what was
Gone.
the other one?
So Far Gone.
What was his mixtape called?
That shit was so hard.
So Far Gone. Yeah, and
like,
then you go with Scorpion.
Like, fuck out of here,
I think
man.
you like Eve.
Your one word ass title.
What do we want from Drake and what don't we want?
I don't know. I love
Drake
it, man. I just want a dope album. Like, I want to hear more rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's by far one of the best rappers when he actually raps. So I'd like to hear like a 70 to 80% rap album from Drake. Never heard that before. That'd be hard.
I'm with you.
And you could even sing and shit.
If I could get 80,
you could still harmonize on your hooks and shit and make dope hooks, but just
you can harmonize.
Just rap though. Like,
don't
make
sing.
It predominantly rap. Like, kick that shit. Like, you can kick that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. He can definitely kick that shit. Because he
can kick
like,
that
nigga
shit.
Cold blooded. But yeah,
that's what's saving him. We already talked about that. If you can rap really well,
yeah, you
can get away with a lot of shit. And Drake gets away with the corny corn because he can
make just great rap hit like songs. That bitch can make a hit song like that shit. Like that motherfucker got the Midas touch. Regardless if you like him or not, like that guy's playing his fucking crack and that motherfucking I don't know.
I listen to Nice for What every morning. I wake up and I listen to that. I listen to that and Moneybag by Cardi every morning. When I wake up for the past week.
Popping the pussy too.
So,
drop a baby.
Drake, we want you to drop this album, change the name, but if you don't change the name, let us know you call it Scorpion because
just call
you
it
about
Six
to spit
God or some shit. Like,
shit.
That shit would have been hard. Like, I don't know. That fucking Scorpion is true.
I thought he already had a Six God mixtape or something. I don't know. Who knows? I'm gonna move on without doing litter shit because it's kind of in the same vein. So J. Cole, after performing a surprise concert on Monday, J. Cole leveled up by announcing that he was dropping an album on 420, which is Friday. Happy 420. Rap Radar's B. Dot, who was at the show, reported that Drake said that that J. Cole did the album in 2 weeks. And the title of the album is, KOD. And apparently it has or allegedly, I guess, it has, 3 different meanings. And that's Kids on Drugs, King Overdose, and Kill Our Demons.
I'm not so sure I'm actually happy to hear this.
So,
this is weird.
yeah.
God damn it.
Right. Exactly. They said, B. Dot said Cole played about 12 songs. He played the entire album. He said Cole is experimenting with his flow and the standout tracks are the intro. So I'm wondering if he got like a Meek Mill, Cardi B intro. And they said the last song is called 1985. I'm assuming that's about when he was born, right? That's about how old he is, right? 1985, and there were no phones allowed in the concert, so no audio leak. They wouldn't let niggas bring no bags, no phones, no nothing. Like,
and enjoy
bring
the
yourself,
fucking experience and fucking stop Snapchatting and fucking doing their, you know what I mean? Like that shit is awesome when you can just not record it and actually look at it through your own eyes. But that's hard.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sometimes you gotta force yourself to
especially for
enjoy the moment versus documenting
shit, you know
it.
what I'm saying? Like if you're 35, 30 plus motherfucker, you remember looking at shit without recording it. So just enjoy it. Put it to your memory bank.
Yeah. If you're 30 plus, you definitely remember that.
Word.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. Once I heard these,
that shit that's
different meanings of the title, it sounded like a serious album.
Cause his last album on all that shit,
I agree.
I ain't really like that album. What's the last album he had? I didn't really dig that.
For Your Eyes Only. I don't think that did well, charts wise. I don't know what it sold. I didn't see a lot of critical acclaim for that. Yeah. And it was a serious album. Like, it was more of a serious album, man. That kind of threw me off as well.
He had a couple singles off that shit. Now that I think about it,
that song goes. That's the only one I think I really listened to. The Neighbors Think I'm Selling Dope. Cause I am. But I want Cole. Cole always gonna have a message in this shit, and I felt like Cole was one of the people who know how to put the medicine in the candy. Not as well as Hove. Hove have you turning the whole fuck up and you not know you getting a financial planning seminar. But Hove always had some shit to say and had you turn it up. Yeah, I'm just saying
Nas,
that financial
shit,
you know what I mean? That was more recent.
Me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a huge Nas fan, so Nas.
Yes. Which can be too preachy at a time.
Not in my opinion. No, I don't really I don't necessarily agree with that. I could see where you would say that, but personally, nah, I don't think so. But
see, I thought that's why I feel like for me, I like Nas, don't get me wrong, and I definitely think Nas can rap. But Nas was never one of my top 5 because he get too preachy and it sounds like it.
I don't know if I get
preachy. That. And I don't know. I just want something more of Forest Hills. I want something.
My favorite album by Cole is Born Sinner. Born Sinner is a fucking excellent album.
Yeah, Born Sinner, I could do that too. I could do that too.
That shit was hard.
Friday Night Lights was good.
But Born Sinner, personally for me, was his best work.
I could go with Born Sinner as my favorite too. It's between that and Forest
Hills was dope too.
That's what I feel like I want. I got a feeling this is gonna be one of them two deep joints.
Because at the end of the day, like he can rap like fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, both everybody Nicki, Cole,
rap like shit,
and Drake can rap. So they need to give us some shit. You know what I mean? Like they need to give us who you think gonna run the summer? Who you think gonna have the song of the summer? Drake. So you got Cardi, you got Nicki supposed to be coming out with something. You got Cole, Drake, and maybe Beyonce coming out with something.
He already got shit on Smash. He has like his nigga, he knocked his number, he replaced himself with the number 1 song. Like he had the number 1 song and then replaced himself with the number 1 song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he knocked himself out. That shit is unprecedented. That motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like niggas, I don't, you have the number 1 song and then your second song that just has come out knocks that song out of being number 1. And then that shit falls to number 2. So them shit's gonna be jockeying back and forth for the number 1 song. That's fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even get like 2 songs in the top 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know all Cardi songs on,
but they ain't the top
100. And guess what? Yeah. I'm just talking about stats right now. You guess what's the highest song on there? It is, I think it's at number 8 or something. And it's I Like It Like That. The one with the Mexican beat on there. And I kept telling everybody, this is why I feel like I should be A&R or I should work at a record company because I feel like I can predict hits. That wasn't my favorite song on the album, but I said this is going to be the crossover song. Like, this is going to be the song the white people are going to love. This is going to be the song they're going to use for commercials and shit like that. This going to be the song. Everybody's like, nah, all these other songs. I was like, all right. But it's up there. So Atlantic, Holla at Me.
Cindy Bag.
Def Jam, Holla at Me.
Rock Nation.
What other, What other record label? Rock Nation, holla at me because I know my shit. I got 6 cents about this shit. God. I know a hit when I hear a hit is all I'm saying.
6 cents God.
6 God. That's that. The 6 cents God. That's what I am. So, I'm gonna give it to Drake or I'm gonna give it to, Cardi. If people don't play it out, it just depends on how she released the singles. But Cardi album, I feel like is full of singles. So, and if Drake released the right singles, he's gonna
that's
be
the
great.
thing about Drake. He releases the right shit. Like everything he fucking like, everything. That nigga is super calculated. Like he got the Midas touch from hell. Like that nigga.
He didn't really get a lot of hits off that last album with them 40 songs on it or 25 songs on it or whatever. Yeah.
He still was like in the top, like,
so, I don't know.
He's still the fucking best.
But either way, Drake, has managed to go 10 years strong without falling off. You know what I'm saying? And he's released, even though him and Nicki been out around the same amount of years, Nicki has put out way less music than Drake. So, you know, but anyway, Cole and Drake, releasing music. We already know what that is. That's lit. That's lit. And we definitely, waiting to, hear that shit. I'm waiting to hear everybody's album. I want to hear what Nicki do. I hope she don't disappoint me. I want to hear what this Cole about, this Drake, and I hope Beyonce drops something because I got these tickets.
That's going to be hard.
And I'm ready for it. Well, that was that. So I haven't been giving intros to what litter shit is, but if y'all don't know yet, it's our pop culture segment. All right. You ready to move on to this listener letter?
I'd be surprised as fuck when you say listener letter. Like I don't be doing the show every fucking week. Hell yeah.
We're gonna go into this Ain't Shit in 2 cents. Ain't Shit in 2 cents, our listener letter segment where we give advice to people who clearly don't care about taking advice from people who drink a lot. Now, our letter last week was blowing up the streets. So, real nigga 404, we gonna need an update. Niggas was floored about that letter. I just really be surprised that y'all
appreciate
send
it. It's awesome content.
But we getting low. I'm getting low on my picks. So y'all come on, send some letters to the Ain't Shit Show. Y'all can ask us anything. We'll answer it to the best of our ability, our unlicensed ability. But, we got another letter here.
She had the hood pop. You hear the hood fucking tongue pop? But she can't roll her tongue, but she can do the hood girl.
It's a lot of shit I can do and some shit I can't do, but the shit I can do, I do it very well. She can pop that tongue one time. That's all I'm saying. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yo, do not listen to B Hill. Do not listen to B Hill. So it says, B and Fresh pick my letter.
That's a way to do it.
So we picked your letter. Right. She said, I really would like 50 E's. I really love y'all show. A friend put me on. Y'all are not only smart and insightful.
You goddamn right. Right.
Y'all funny as hell. Keep it up. And it says, insert black fist emoji. Thanks, girl. Thank you. She says, but anywho, I met this dude and we went out for about 3 or 4 dates. Why y'all keep asking us about y'all dating life and y'all love life? I have no idea. Show you the way. B Hill is married and I'll show you the way. Everybody get on my nerves for the most part. Come on.
It's Dr. Bill. Dr. Bill and this
he'll
bitch.
Lead you.
The H is silent. Remember that.
Dr. Bill. True. Dr. Bill. Say I met this dude. We went out on about 3 or 4 dates. This past weekend, he asked me if I wanted to go on a double date with him and his sister. He told me that his sister is 2 years younger than him and is his best friend. Said she had tickets to a listening party for a local artist. She said, I agreed. Although we just started seeing each other, I didn't find meeting a sibling too much pressure. We met for dinner prior to the listening party, and I'm expecting to see his sister with her male date only to find out that his sister is a lesbian and has a female date. She says, that was not the shocking part. The shocker is his sister fine as fuck. She has long dreads, hazel eyes, and the greatest smile. I was shooketh. She said, I've had sessions. I've had sessions with women in college, but nothing too serious. She said, I was cordial and friendly, but kept a distance between me and his sister, just in case my body became possessed. She goddamn Mariah Carey.
She gonna be monster. On the, she gonna be butt naked. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, you be popping that pussy when she come in the crib.
She gonna be popping that pussy for a real nigga. She said the night went well. She said the night went well and we all had a good time. But ever since the day, I've been thinking about the sister. Is it fucked up if I shoot my shot? Or should I just admire her from afar? Then she has, side note, regardless of the advice y'all give, just fuck our advice all up. She said, regardless of the advice y'all give, I probably won't see the brother anymore. He is a nice guy, but I don't see anything forming of it. And here's the shit right here though. Sincerely, not giving my name cause B Hill may know me. We have mutual friends in a smiley face on it.
Who are you? You masked woman?
I don't know who you know. So it's probably somebody who know you who listens.
Thank you for listening, one. And
somebody else on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling us smart. We like now,
that. We're not really that smart.
We like saying smart because we're not smart.
I say shit. Go get that pussy if you like it. Fuck. You know, I'm straight to the point. This ain't gonna be a whole lot for me, but shoot your goddamn shot. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit. Send her be on the couch naked like Mariah. Goddamn, have her come over. You know what I mean? As soon as you get there, just be up and just have a little robe or some shit, like a little silk robe, and just be on the and like tell her to text her like the door open. You know what I'm saying? Let her come on in. Off the rip, off
you
the
want
gate.
Her to
just
totally
let her know. Just have titties out, everything. I don't know.
Hey, you can listen to Be Healed,
but definitely shoot your shot though for sure.
I'm against it. I say this, if her and her brother are like best friends, then she ain't gonna fuck with you. And I feel like if she will fuck with you knowing that you used to fuck with her brother, unless her and her brother got that type of understanding, then she ain't trustworthy anyway. So you still don't want to fuck with her. So it's kind of like a lose-lose. If her and her brother have a relationship, like,
it ain't like they went together.
Fuck,
you know what I'm saying?
You can
like
fuck.
They weren't like in a relationship. It was, they fucking dated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like you. I like your sister. Like, your bitch chose me type shit. This, how the Mac go? You seen the Mac? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but obviously he liked her, so it's not about what she liked. He liked her enough to go out with her and introduce her to his sister. Just happened.
Like, they might have been like, hey, we got them going out. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't like, I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in that after 3 dates. 3 dates ain't all that. You know what I mean? Like, I could see if it was like 3 months. We've been kicking it for like 3 months even. You know what I'm saying? But 3 dates, that shit could. I'm just saying, like, I'm using that as like a benchmark, but I guess my point is like, it hasn't developed into a relationship. This shit is like, so yeah, shoot your goddamn shit.
No, it's not. So if you took it, so let me ask you this. If you took a chick out and you took her out, so it wasn't some chick you just was smashing and y'all just hooking up. Like if y'all going out on dates and shit like that, and she like, yo, I like your mans, you gonna be like, oh, all right, cool. Like,
man, I didn't.
And you ain't gonna feel no way at all about
it. It didn't happen to niggas. Like, I done took niggas' girls. Yeah, like, I don't.
Did you
know
feel
what I'm saying?
anyway?
Like, not
you
necessarily
just
my brother, but my best friends and shit who I consider my brothers. Like, it's plenty of girls that, like, you know what I'm saying? We kick it and shit and end up like, I don't necessarily, I may have hit her one time or may kick it with for a little bit, but she, like, it kind of dissipates and then she fuck with one of my niggas and shit.
Nah, we ain't talking about no dissipation. We talking about, damn, I like your nigga better than you. And we
don't goddamn holler at the nigga right in front of me or no shit. But like, if But no, she's moved on. She ain't kicking it with old boy no more. She like his sister. Goddamn, I say go for it. Hey. Well,
they just went on the date last weekend. This joint dated 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we should have picked the letter last week.
I guess 2 weekends ago.
Could have got some real deal, goddamn. But we had some other shit going on with the with real nigga set 404. But yeah, no shit. I'm not.
Look, I'm against it. I'm against it. But I mean, if they got that, me personally. Cause I'm giving my advice and you can listen to either one of us. And my advice is I say don't go for it. I just say don't go for it. Like it's just messy and there's a lot of bitches in the sea. However, if you do go for it, I mean, I'm with B Hill as far as you don't really have no
3 dates.
Loyalty, towards that nigga, but I still feel like it's a character thing for me. So I would say no. I would say no, don't go for it.
It's a half court buzzer beater. Go for it. 2 seconds left. You gotta go for it. Go for it. Ain't shit happening. If she say that she ain't feeling you, all right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, you don't like bruh. If she don't like you, and I mean, no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? But if she,
So what if your shit pop off and they really start feeling each other? Cause lesbians love to U-Haul. What? Man, so nigga, how you gonna feel at these family functions?
Like, it's all good, my nigga. Like, we can be friends or some shit or not. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't, I don't know. Let the niggas run the train on you. Shit. Fuck. That was a joke. That was just a joke.
Come on, man. Relax, my nigga. Like,
but nah, that was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh my God. Christ. He get high and get super misogynist.
So tense in this room. But nah, like.
It's so tense in this room because he putting people on to the
But in all seriousness though, I mean, I don't really see nothing wrong with it. There's really no loyalty. Like I said, you're not really feeling buddy. You like old girl. She might like you. I mean, especially if she gave you any type of rhythm, like she was giving you like some eye fucking or some shit like that. Go for it. You know what I mean?
Some eye fucking. Hey. And I'm saying no. I'm saying don't go for it, but I'm saying if you go for it, just know that you might be in a messy situation. We've all had that situation where we picked the wrong friend. I ain't never picked the wrong sibling, but I've definitely been in a situation where I picked the wrong friend. And I mean, it's just up to you. And you know what I mean? I just think that if I was homegirl, like, we get to kicking in and I like you, you might be like you like my friend. I don't know. I just don't trust people with certain actions and certain character flaws. So I wouldn't be with it. But,
follow up with your boy.
Let us know.
And tell me who you are. Who are you? I want to know you. Fucking Phantom of the Opera. I want to goddamn unmask you.
Tell B Hill.
Yeah. Send me like some Morse code or some shit.
B Hill's friend of a friend. Hey, one of your friends who listen to this show know
if you
who
one of my friends that know this,
I'm sure
know this person, let me know.
They done had a conversation.
I won't release it on air. Maybe. I'm just joking.
Maybe no. We have our people anonymous, and if they choose to be anonymous, we keep them anonymous.
Your name.
So if you find out,
little Bobby V for y'all ass one time.
All right, we're going to get into our free smoke session.
Free smoke.
Hey, free smoke is where we talk about hot button issues, personal topics. It can be anything from politics to petty, anything in between, whatever we want to talk about. And today, people, we are going to settle this week-long debate.
Once and for
all with this scientific 10-point GOAT analysis that has been formulated by the Ain't Shit Show to tell y'all who is really the greatest of all time between Michael Herbert Jackson.
His middle name's Herbert.
Michael I don't think so. You'll be sad as fuck if his middle name was Herbert, bro.
Come on, Mike. Goddamn.
Hey, you can't even be great if
I was about to say he off the list just on the strength of his middle fucking name.
Between Michael Jackson, Miss Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. That is her real name.
Oh, word.
And just for good measure, because his name always pops up, even though I don't feel like he's in this particular category, Mr. Christopher Brown.
Yeah.
And
Definitely know.
so this conversation came about because Beyonce basically shut down Coachella and the world when she did this HBCU Wakanda Blackity Black performance at Coachella. Yeah. That shit was dope.
Yeah, she's great.
As fuck.
She is, yeah, boy. You'd be hard pressed to find something better than her. I'm telling you that now. She is amazing.
Like her precision is crazy. Like I know they try to give Beyonce flack talking about her ideas ain't her original ideas. All I got to say is whoever brings the ideas to her, she execute them bitches flawlessly.
You do it. Let me see. Right. If you got something to say, you do it, goddammit. Go out there. Oh, okay. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. From
the visual effects.
Yeah.
Was crazy. Just the whole vibe. I saw on Instagram, his name Kendall, I forget his name, but he said Beyonce the only motherfucker that give us the same songs over and over again, change the beat and change the melody, and we rocking to the shit like it's brand new every time.
She awesome, man. She for the fucking culture. Like, she is the goddamn culture. Like, she's black as fuck. Like, and mad shit she be doing, she be putting on for black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, the strength and shit. And this motherfucker came out as Nefertiti, motherfucking
what?
Queen of Egypt type shit. Motherfucker came out.
You know what?
As HBCU.
Save that part, because I feel like that'll probably go with your discussion as far as some of these categories we have here. All right. So this conversation came about because people are calling Beyonce the greatest of all time. And some people are like, nah, fuck that. That's disrespectful to Michael Jackson.
It's not disrespectful,
and then it's a couple people that's like, but what about Chris Brown? You know?
Chris cold though.
So, Chris is cold, but he ain't reached this stratosphere. I personally don't feel like, but we'll see what the point scale come out to. Right. So the first category, you have to pick one of our three candidates, and that is like singing ability. Not songs, but singing ability. Who you giving that to, B?
It's a tie between Beyonce and Chris.
Who you giving the point to?
I know, fuck. Cause both them motherfuckers can sing like shit. Mike can sing too, but them niggas got crazy voices.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Yeah, damn it. I'm gonna say Chris Brown. Damn, that's hard.
You giving it to Chris?
Chris can sing though. Chris smoked cigarettes, all type of shit. That bitch can still sing like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
All right. So B gave his point to Chris.
It's a hard one though. I want to straddle the line pause.
Now I want to say that all of these people have singing ability. I feel like Beyonce has more ranges. Like Mike had he had either his falsetto or he had that other voice that he sang in.
Yeah, soprano
his
shit.
songs were really kind of like pop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to stretch too hard for pop. And I'm not saying Mike couldn't sing. I'm just, when
they
we
won't pop. They was just fucking, he was pop. Like, he invented pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't really put him in that because he was still R&B than a motherfucker. It was just that shit was so fucking fire that shit ended up being popular music. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you.
But Mike wasn't doing like runs and range changes like that.
He won't. Nah, fucking with these two, nah, he won't.
Yeah, I feel like
when he was a kid,
like
he used to get busy though. Like when he was Jackson 5, that nigga used to sing like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He just
when he was black.
Yeah, he always black. Fuck that shit. Mike always black, man. He just was white.
He was just Teddy Pendergrass or whoever that dude on Atlanta was. What's the nigga named Teddy Perry? I don't know what his name was. Anyway, I'm gonna stop saying it because people gonna think I'm talking about Teddy Pendergrass and I'm not. But his name was Teddy something.
Teddy was cold though.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Beyonce because, and I think Chris Brown is great too. But somebody said something that made me think about it. They were like, Chris Brown, the argument was if Chris Brown is making the same song over and over again.
He's not though. That was the dumbest shit I had ever heard. Like that shit he ain't making the same song over. That nigga, we're gonna move to the next category, but hell no.
Go ahead and talk about No, speak on it. That's what we're here for.
Don't think
this is a podcast.
Nah, he don't fucking. I was gonna wait till the next one because his catalog is the next thing.
Okay,
so I was gonna wait to that.
But that's why it's different. So singing ability, you gave it to Chris Brown. You like Chris Brown. If you gotta put your money on, we already kind of ruled Mike out this category. So you saying if you gotta put your money on Beyonce or Chris Brown to have a sing off, you got Chris killing it.
Chris runs is nasty. Beyonce I think her voice is more powerful and more like sultry, but I think Chris can sing like he has like that motherfucker can hit like when he got them that shit.
It sounded like you were in a garbage disposal with a cat.
That's funny you said that. I used to tell motherfuckers that all the time.
Hey, it sounded like you driving through a tunnel.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When
I'm giving mine to Beyonce.
Tell me how you sing that nigga fucking crack. That's my nigga. I think, I'm gonna give it to bro.
He giving it to Chris Brown. I'm giving it to Beyonce. Yeah. If I gotta hear someone sing, and again, we're comparing the greats to the greats. Sure. So I feel like Chris Brown is definitely in the conversation, no doubt. But I'm picking Beyonce.
I was hard pressed to not pick Beyonce because when she did Halo, when I seen her do that live shit of Halo, like when she recorded Halo, like even the video, like I was like, this bitch ain't no joke. This motherfucker be like,
she ain't no joke.
She be singing from her damn knees. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit be coming from the depths. But so do Chris. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a coin toss for me, really, to be honest. This is how I feel that particular day.
All right, that's cool. You can give it to Chris. So the next category in our 10-point GOAT analysis is catalog. Michael, Beyonce, Chris Brown. Who has the best catalog?
Beyonce, I'm scratching her off the list for me because she's got a lot of she's got a great catalog, but for these two, for these, it would be narrowed down to Mike and Chris. Chris has more songs just because you're able to do that in this time I don't even know if he's got more songs, but I mean, you would seem he got a 45 song album. You're able to,
and that's
you're
like
able to put
Michael
music out way, the way
albums.
People record music digitally and shit like that now, you don't have to, it's not analog, so don't have to reel it up and all that shit. But just long lasting effects like Mike's catalog, just the songs that he does have, unfuckwittable. Like, you know what I mean? Thriller is still selling. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like PYT, all that shit, like all that shit will be songs that our kids and our kids, not to say Chris's won't clearly, but this the longevity and cause it's kids that ain't never wouldn't know Mike if he walked down the street for real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But they still know.
It's kids who never knew was Mike been dead longer than they've been alive.
For sure. And they still know Mike's songs.
And they love Michael Jackson.
So I say his catalog is there.
I'm going with Michael Jackson too. Yeah. I'm going with Michael Jackson only because of the impact that I think his songs made, and they still live on. Like, you know, it's Michael, like it's Michael Jackson songs that I would just play. I like Rock With You. I like all them shits, like, and they just give you a good vibe and shit.
Like that shit, man. Like that shit, yeah. I mean, and Chris got those. Like Chris, I would say Chris has more of those than
they all got those. I feel like Beyonce got joints,
she
man.
definitely got joints.
Beyonce
but I think in terms
Chris got joints too.
In terms for me, like in terms of joints, like that get me in that good mood, it's gonna be Mike, fucking Chris, then Beyonce. And I don't, I mean, cause that's just for me personally, you know what I mean? That's the way it's tiered, but.
Yeah, I think Mike just has some shit on there that's just crazy, like, and they'll last on forever.
Off the Wall album is fucking, like, that shit is.
That's like my favorite album.
That's his best album. Like, that shit got the most singles.
Off the Wall is like my favorite album.
Right? So, like, it was 10 songs, but.
Is that the joint that got me working day and night? Is that on
that's
that?
Off the Wall.
Yeah, that shit go.
That shit crack.
Yeah, that shit go.
That shit was 10 songs and that shit was hitting.
I like, my other song is, and just enjoy yourself. The title track, Off the Wall. Yeah.
That shit is crack, man.
Hey, that
Off the
shit
Wall
go.
was jamming.
Yeah, I'm giving catalog. I'm definitely giving catalog to Michael. I don't feel like Beyonce and Chris is far behind. I think Chris has probably put out, I feel like everything that Beyonce puts out is with intention. And I feel like where Chris kind of, falls behind in this category just for me is because Chris will just do a song in a studio with a nigga and put the shit out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not with intention, so it may not be his best song.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might just be an okay song. I feel like anything that Beyonce put out and, you know, Mike put out back in the day, they put it out with intention of this being profitable, this being a hit, this being, you know, that. So, you know, definitely going with Michael. So, you gave yours, we both gave ours to, Mike. I'm tallying here. So B, fresh. All right. Business Sense. That's kind of hands down, right? Like, we didn't even really gotta talk about that joint. Like,
that shit is a no-brainer. Absolutely. Beyonce.
Like, I don't feel like, Mike, you never heard about any ventures outside of music.
I mean, the nigga did buy the Beatles catalog, so that's pretty much, I mean, that's probably, that's by far the,
I don't think he got that joint now.
Well, he did, but.
I think he lost that joint. I'm saying his estate doesn't have it anymore.
I mean, that was, that was one of the biggest, like, you can buy anything else in the world. You're gonna make so much money off the Beatles catalog alone, so that really trumps any fucking investment, in my opinion. But, I mean, that's just one specific thing. But, I mean, the legitimacy and the long staying power of that is pretty significant, clearly. But, I mean, but Beyonce be killing. I mean, she's the highest paid woman entertainer or some shit, right? Like, ain't they worth $1 billion?
Yeah. And she has other, man, according to what I read, they're saying Ho worth 900 by himself.
So much money.
And Beyonce worth almost 6.
God,
by herself. So they had like 1.5 together.
That's so much money.
That's a lot of money.
That's
Blue Ivy spends more on lunch than my yearly salary. Probably.
No doubt, easily.
Like, she getting tuna tartare and
more than I make.
Motherfucker. She got all farm raised, free range chicken nuggets.
Yeah, she got the stupid there. Shout out to her. Shout out to them. What's the next category?
Shout out to Rumi and Sir that's just laying inside of gold-plated cribs right now, man. So Business Sense, that was hands down. That was Beyonce. Again, we're doing the 10-point GOAT analysis, and whatever we come out with, people, that's just what it is. And y'all gotta live with whatever we come up with. Cultural influence. And this is overall culture. This is not related to blackness, which is a different category. You think he had the most cultural
that nigga
influence?
was going to Spain selling out fucking soccer stadiums.
That's the way to think.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, like, it be.
But Beyonce can do that too. Chris Brown can probably do that too.
Nah. Michael Jackson, like, motherfuckers was standing outside this man's window, like, just hoping to get a glimpse of him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't doing.
I feel like that argument is a little bit unfair because Michael Jackson lived in a time where you didn't see celebrities unless they happened to be on TV or if you went to a show. So when you actually laid your eyes on that motherfucker, yes, you might have fainted. You might have cried. You might have whatever. We're inundated with Beyonce and Chris
but even
Brown
still, like, before
on a
that,
regular
though, right?
basis.
So even before, like, Instagram and shit got popping, granted, while their star was still young, Mike been killing shit. Like, granted, again, like, it's a total different day and time. But in terms of, like, Beyonce started out without none of that shit because she's old. Like, Chris Brown is now old, which is wild. But, like, he like 28, 29. So he started out with all that. And, like, while the stardom was crazy, and granted, Chris has gone through what he's gone through. But I still feel like Mike used to, like, soccer stadiums and football stadiums are two different things. Soccer stadiums hold like 200,000 people type shit versus like a football stadium, which holds like 70,000, 80,000 max. Right? Cause in Europe and shit and all that, these are fucking like.
What about baseball stadiums?
That's smaller than football stadiums.
Glasgow. And that was like 70,000.
Mike did like 200,000 people. By himself.
So you giving it to Mike. You giving it to Mike for cultural
Niggas
influence.
was passing out. I ain't never seen nobody pass out over Beyonce.
I'm giving it to, I've definitely seen people pass out over Beyonce, but I definitely don't think it's been to the magnitude, in which it was for Mike. So I give that if we're talking about an actual medical occurrence where you black out.
I think it's reached its extent.
But I'm giving it to Beyonce because I feel like all bitches want to be Beyonce. Cultural influence, like, people want to be you. People love the Mike, but nobody wanted to
crazy
be
as fuck.
Mike. Like, not nobody. It was people who,
the beat it
I feel like that was in the majority.
The fucking beat it jackets niggas sold.
That's one jacket. Beyonce gonna wear something at 18 and your favorite Instagram honey's gonna have it on tomorrow. But that's one item.
Point.
That's
that
one
instant. That's what I'm saying. That shit has lasted fucking 40 years. Like, that nigga wore that shit.
Because he's dead.
No, even if he was alive, motherfucker still be goddamn wearing that beater jacket.
All right, well, let me get my debate on Beyonce, please. I didn't interrupt you. All right. So I feel like women want to be like Beyonce. They look at Beyonce. They call her fucking Jesus Christ. Like, they got people in the beehive. They got niggas in the beehive. Like, niggas is looking at Beyonce like, what female do you know that niggas is looking at her like, she the best? Like, niggas look at women like, oh, she fine as hell. Oh yeah, she got a couple good songs. Niggas is really in the beehive, my nigga. Like, I feel like Beyonce could blow her nose on a piece of tissue and sell them on fucking eBay for motherfucking $1 million.
Mike was
like,
kids
I feel like Beyonce
still fucking with Mike.
So is R. Kelly.
Yeah, but that's different.
Okay. Yeah. Why is it different? If you make good music, we just said that with Drake. If you make good music, you can get away with a lot of shit. I just feel like, Mike was an icon for sure, not taking that away from him. But as far as cultural influence, I feel like Beyonce got a wave where everybody, white, black, and Michael did too, but I just feel like people want to be you. Like, Beyonce can dictate culture. Mike, I don't feel like Mike was dictating
Mike
culture.
Definitely
like,
did. Mike, motherfuckers are still impersonating Mike on the street every goddamn where you go. Like, it's always a motherfucker doing Michael Jackson impersonations on the street for like few dollars and shit. I ain't never seen nobody do that shit for Mike. I also
seen somebody dressed up as Pee Wee Herman and Elmo. What's your point?
Because he influenced motherfuckers. I ain't never seen nobody impersonating fucking.
So did Pee Wee Herman and Elmo.
Nah.
You ain't never seen nobody impersonating Beyonce?
Like, on the street and shit?
Oh my God. Every drag queen is trying to impersonate Beyonce.
I ain't never been to I don't see drag shows.
It's people who want to be Beyonce, my nigga.
That's not like the crowd that I'm in, but I don't know. Niggas, you can go to Vegas. Motherfuckers ain't you. Like, niggas used to think they might. Motherfuckers love Mike. You know what I'm saying? They not.
Niggas do love Mike, but it's a difference between I love you and I want to be you, or you dictate style or fashion. Style.
Motherfuckers used to have a damn penny loafers and shit.
Beat it coat. Mad niggas didn't have penny loafers
in the beat it coat.
Mad niggas did not have penny loafers. Everybody had the beat it coat. Yeah. The beat it coat is lit. If I had a beat it coat today, I would wear a fucking beat it coat. That was not because of Mike. That was because of the 80s.
Remember the time 70s. And shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas had afros and they had to do something with it in the late 70s. So they put Crisco on that shit and left marks on people's around like
moonwalking and shit. Motherfuckers, everybody in the world was trying to do the moonwalk. Come on now.
Nigga, when Beyonce dropped something, you know how many videos dropped the next day and niggas doing the whole routine of that Coachella shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Next one. Let's move on.
Listen, Beyonce is basically Oprah up there because that OT Genesis shit that she killed, that everybody mad shit, OT will be platinum by the end of the week. I promise you. That song will be platinum.
That shit already platinum.
No, it's not.
It is.
But it will be platinum. Everybody Mad wasn't a hit like that. I knew the song because I liked the song and I used to hear it in the club. But Everybody Mad wasn't a hit for OT. Cut It, them other shits was hits for OT. But you giving your cultural influence to Michael, and I'm giving mine to Beyonce. All right, celebrity conduct. Like with them other two, this was really like a given. Like, but I want to expound on my answer. I feel like Beyonce and Jay are, goals if you're a celebrity and how to conduct yourself. Like, I feel like they let out what they want to let out, and when they do let that shit out, they make a whole lot of money off of it. So y'all niggas that's giving y'all business away for free out here on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, stop giving your information away for free. Learn some way to make some money off that shit. And I just feel like they know what to say, how to say it all the time. And just, I feel like they role models without even being role models. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they be doing shit. They talk about smoking weed, drinking, all types of other unchristian like behavior, but it's the way that you do it. You know what I mean? So I'm giving my shit to Beyonce. Yeah. Yeah. I'm giving my joint to, Beyonce for sure. And you said you giving your joint to Beyonce? All right. Cause Michael, he was damn digging in little boys, and Chris Brown was digging in bitches' faces. So, and still acting up. So sorry, you guys were way out of that. Giving back and philanthropy.
Mike used to do a lot.
What he used to do?
All type of shit. Like, he used to put out them, I don't know. He used to do some shit though. I know he used to do it like.
He ain't never got no examples for the shit he say.
Be popping this shit up on me. I don't know what the fuck.
I gave you this shit this morning, my nigga, so don't pop that shit right now.
I didn't go researching. But I mean, he made Black and White, and then he made, they don't really
if you
care
gonna
about
say it,
us.
you need to defend it.
You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't even want to be black.
They don't really care about us. He told niggas, them niggas don't give a fuck about y'all. All right, boom. I know exactly what he did. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. He a rapper and shit. He from Gary, Indiana. The nigga was like, this is a funny ass story. He said the nigga Mike pulled up the KFC in Gary, Indiana. He was like, no bullshit. He was like, I was at KFC in Gary, Indiana. Mike pulled up in like a double stretch fucking, limo and bought all the goddamn, double stretch. He was like, the shit was long as fuck for no reason. He was like, nigga, double stretch. He had bubbles. Nigga had bubbles in that motherfucker. He done bought the whole KFC out for the whole fucking town. Like, he just said, he said the nigga Mike was in the fucking shit. He was like, this nigga just throwing chicken out the damn sunroof and shit. So, shout out to Mike.
Do we believe that story to be true?
I believe that shit. I'm gonna send you that shit. That shit was funny as hell. He did it.
I'm gonna ask Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones know. If anybody know,
Mike
Quincy
bought
Jones
the whole
know.
KFC out for the whole city and shit, and was throwing chicken out the window and shit. Shit was hard.
All right. So B gave his shit to Michael Jackson, and I'm giving my shit to Beyonce, and that's only because I know more of what Beyonce has done, and we get a lot of information nowadays, so it might be at a disadvantage to Michael Jackson just because I've never heard of a lot of shit that he's done as far as the community and shit like that. But Beyonce she got her foundation. She done gave out this damn money. Her and Hov always, donating to the different, charities and shit like that. And we hear about it. And I know it's a lot of shit that they probably do that we don't even hear about. And not saying Chris don't do shit, but my vote is going for Beyonce as far as philanthropic endeavors. Down to earthness. Who would be the most chill person to and know Chris, what's going on?
You can, like, Chris smoke weed and shit, so you can roll up with that nigga and goddamn.
Beyonce
but she seemed like untouchable. Like, you could seem like you could probably get around Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in the club with Chris. You ain't finna be in the club with Beyonce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chris might come through and like,
if you signed the NDA,
yeah, like you just not like Chris might just go to the club, like not even on no get paid appearance type shit. Like, he might just go to the club and bag a broad, you know what I mean, that you like or some shit, and smoke weed and come, pass you some drinks or some shit. I don't know. He seemed more like, he just seemed like a nigga that I would kick it with, you know what I mean, versus like Beyonce or Mike. So I gotta give it to him.
I think that Chris definitely seems like a more like regular ass nigga. Like, you'll walk in the crib and he'll just be sitting on the couch playing PlayStation high as fuck with a bunch of Doritos and shit on the couch and shit like that. I think that, like, I feel like Beyonce, and I mention her a whole because they kind of a package, but they always know what's going on. Like Beyonce always playing the latest music. She always know the latest dances. She seemed like it's fun. But I think when you said the way that you've given it, I feel like it's probably Chris, even though I wouldn't want to hang with Chris Brown. I feel like if I hang with Chris Brown, it's a possibility some shit gonna pop off. And you know how I feel about jail. So
I definitely would love to hang with Chris.
I'm gonna give my point. I'm gonna give my vote to Chris. And Michael Jackson was just a weirdo.
Yeah.
So,
but he was probably cool. Niggas said Mike was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Mike was a real nigga.
Cool enough to get this dick.
Who, yours or?
Nah, Mike will. If you was a little boy back then, he would have been all up in you. But I can't believe we let Mike slide with that though. Like we really let Mike slide with that. Shit won't add up. I ain't saying he did it.
God bless.
I'm not
so
saying he
he
didn't.
ain't here to defend himself. Shout out to Mike.
Hey, and that's on him too. I mean, I'm just reporting the news, people. Don't get mad at me. But I'm gonna give it to Chris Brown just based on, I'm gonna agree with your explanation of things. I'll go with that. Blackness, wokeness, being about the shits. Who we giving it to? We know Mike already out. Even though he did They Don't Care About Us. Mike had some self-hatred.
It's kind of, as far as, I'll give it to Beyonce, but I'll make an argument for Chris. Chris be doing, like, if you peep his Instagram, Chris woke as a motherfucker, cause he definitely be posting all the bullshit that be going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, as far as his social justice type shit, like
and then you say Pyro Blood Game.
I mean,
and
shit, that is what it
else.
is. Like, that's just, I mean, you could have, it's a balance. It's a balance of this and that. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of, I mean, you know, you gonna have your fuck shit, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you can't say, it's just like saying Snoop can't make a Christian album. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just made a Christian album. It's pretty dope too, actually, which is weird.
I feel like, Snoop wears a headscarf. He's already first lady.
But he's a Crip and he killed a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't never hear Snoop talking about, Crip, we about to go roll up on somebody and kill somebody. He does represent that's where he's from. He definitely talks about, I don't feel like that's what he about.
Still be on that shit with, like, his music. Like, I just watched some old videos from Snoop. He was talking about busting your goddamn head. Like, he been talking about busting heads and rolling 60s and cripping and all that shit. So, I say all that.
He talking about that now with Martha Stewart? I don't never hear Snoop talking like that in recent history. I feel like he grew out of that, but I'm not an avid
I fuck with Snoop. Like, he got the GGN News Network and shit. I watch all his interviews. That's his shit. He got some awesome interviews. He be getting motherfuckers high as a fucking kite and asking them shit, and that shit be the funniest. I love Snoop, my nigga, but yeah, nah, I mean, in terms of Chris, like, shit, he posts all type of, you know, socially conscious shit. I don't know what he doing in the field. You know what I mean?
So it's just based on his Instagram?
That's all I can base it off of. I don't really know if he's doing, like, if he's moving on the ground.
Exactly. That's why Beyonce wins this category. Because Beyonce is constantly putting her millions at stake to piss these white people off. And she pissed them off and they still buy her shit. They hated that formation shit. Her mom said that she talked to Beyonce and she was afraid because at Coachella, Beyonce did all this blackness and this HBCU and this Egypt and, you know, Nefertiti and all that. It was super black. And her mom said she was, you know, nervous that these white people wouldn't get it.
She definitely get the nod for sure.
And Beyonce was just like,
fuck that shit.
She was just like, oh, I'm good. I'm at the point in my career where I'm only doing stuff that I want to do.
I got $6 billion. Fuck out of here.
Like, what the fuck? And they don't know until you teach them. So I'm sure that it's these people out here that's like, oh, Beyonce brought in a new sound and all that. Nah, we've been doing that. And Beyonce, no, like, that shit was great. It was black as fuck. They had stepping in that shit. She even mixed in some go-go with the New Orleans.
She did goddamn, her and Destiny Child did fucking Say My Name, the Timberland remix. I said, God damn, that was my shit, That shit,
How you
I'm like, yo,
think of
these
that?
motherfuckers.
How do you
I was like,
think
yo,
of that?
that shit came on. I said, is
Hey,
that
they
the fucking
swag
Say My
surf.
Name remix? That shit is fucking crazy. That was my shit, yo. I used to love that fucking song. Timbaland murdered that.
Listen, she sang
No
Lift
fucking
Every
doubt.
Voice and
Yeah,
Sing,
yeah.
my nigga. She sang Lift Every Voice and Sing, and then when she did Surfboard,
Yeah,
they
she's
started
amazing.
swag surfing.
She's
That
awesome.
was dope. She's great. Beyonce is getting that. She's getting that
Yeah, for sure.
from the both of us. All right, now we getting down to these last two categories that have the most controversy.
Michael Jackson.
Dancer. Who's
You know
the
my stance
better
on this.
dancer?
Michael Jackson by far.
Okay.
Just go to YouTube. That's all I say.
Nah, go ahead. What else?
Go to
Explain.
YouTube
This
and
is a
look at Michael
podcast.
Jackson. He's the greatest dancer of all time. That motherfucker is. His
What
fucking
made him
ankles.
great? What made
his
him
ankles
better
are
than
fucking
these two
amazing.
niggas?
Like I don't know what he be doing with his ankles and shit, but that nigga be sliding and gliding and shit. Like I don't know, man. That motherfucker. He was just more fluid than anything that I've ever seen. Beyonce cold. Chris Brown is super fucking cold. Cause he's more athletic. And dude, I was listening to the radio today, satellite radio and shit. He also said that he was like, Beyonce's super athletic because of all the shit that she does and dancing for 2 hours and shit. But Chris is more lanky. Like you could tell that he can dunk and play basketball and shit. But like, for real, you could just tell like in his body movements, like he's more of he can dunk. Like if you see him play basketball, he can actually hoop. So he's got like a different type of athleticism. Like he can, play sports and shit. So his shit is more of like a powerful dancing versus like Mike's smooth and goddamn like bow, 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 bow. Like he's like super calculated. I don't want to say calculated. It's just, his precision is dancing is fucking amazing. Like, I don't know. That nigga glide across the stage and really look like he floating and shit. You know what I mean? Versus that of the other two. So I definitely get a nod to him. Go to YouTube. I mentioned that before, but go to YouTube. Look at Michael's. Get busy. That nigga was cold.
So my vote is for Christopher Brown. I think that, all these people are great. And I think that so for Mike, for me, I feel like Mike was great for what it was. Like it was innovative for that time. He was moonwalking. He was doing all that. But I just feel like Beyonce and Chris Brown, it just I think they took Mike's foundation and taking it to a whole nother level for me. And I feel like what beats Chris Brown out over Beyonce, I feel like Beyonce can put together some bomb ass choreography and execute that bitch with precision. Like she can do that shit. But Chris Brown, all this nigga do is dance. Like, he just dancing. You rarely just see Beyonce out dancing. Like, if Chris Brown is standing up, he dancing. Like, that's what he doing. And I just feel like Chris Brown swag with it. You can tell he danced because he just really loved to fucking dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, he swagged out with it. He'll do some motherfucking flips. He'll do the nay-nay, then bring that shit back into a moonwalk. Like, that nigga is just on some other shit. And I just feel like just overall Chris Brown, he just cold with it. But if we're talking about executing, Chris Brown can execute choreography too. But I feel like Beyonce, when she get up there, I call her like a machine, like an android. Like, it's something that's snapping her mind. Like, that Sasha Fierce shit is real. Like, I feel like she becomes another person that's not human. And
that's why I give her the nod for the next one.
Like,
because of that. Like, but I don't think she's the best dancer by far, but.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. I'm giving mine to Chris. You gave yours to Mike. All right, for the last category in our 10-point GOAT analysis, performer. Who's the better performer
I'm gonna give it to
out of
Beyonce
these
just for
three?
her whole production. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she's a better performer. Like, I would still pay to see Michael Jackson before her. But she just could, cause I can't.
And again, we comparing the greats to the greats, so it ain't no shade, people. Like, it ain't no shade.
I would definitely try to, for one reason, clearly he's not here anymore. So would definitely try to do that. But I mean, I would certainly, honestly, after this particular performance from Coachella, like, I definitely want to go see Beyonce myself, like, just to say I've witnessed it. I ain't lying, just because I know it's going to be an amazing show.
I've heard a lot of guys say that. Like, a lot of guys have just been floored. Like, nah. I mean, I know that bitch was cold, but I didn't know it was like that. Like, no, I'm giving mine to Beyonce. Like, I told my story. I became a member of the Beehive, I think, a year and a half ago. And I've always liked Beyonce for the most part. She's grown as a performer, a singer, everything. And I think that's the other thing that I like about Beyonce, because we've seen her actually grow. Like, she's always been good. She's always had talent. But you know, you had some people who just come out and they like this freak of nature for a little while, then they kind of fade off. But Beyonce has constantly improved, and I saw her. I've seen Beyonce several times, but that last time, I think it was it Formation or Mrs. Carter? Oh no, whichever tour she was on last, I went to that one. And I was looking at her like, no, she crazy, like, she cold, like, and then like her whole attitude, like, she giving you some thug shit. She going to her little mode, her little swag, you know what I'm saying? I'm the realest nigga in the room. I love that Beyonce. I love real nigga Beyonce. That's my favorite version of Beyonce. But that Coachella shit, like, I just been hearing mad niggas, and I feel like when it comes to a female artist, unfortunately, I feel like when niggas is like, nah, cause niggas swear like you a female, they don't want to hear what you gotta say, what you gotta sing about, what you gotta rap about. But when you just sold niggas where they just like, nah, I'm in the Beehive, my nigga. Like, she's the greatest thing I've ever seen on stage.
That shit's some other shit.
She a freak of nature, my nigga. She a freak of nature. So my vote is definitely going for Beyonce. I feel like Michael Jackson is great. I feel like Chris could get his performances up. He's a talented
dude. His performances are crazy, though.
Like,
not for nothing, Chris Brown. That nigga.
I like his performances, but his production value ain't nowhere on the level of a Michael Jackson or Beyonce yet. I'm ready to join the fraternity. What is it that Beyonce got? Is it a university? Is it a fraternity, a sorority? Everybody can be in the Beehive. Like, I'm ready to be in that shit, because she's the greatest performer I've seen in my lifetime to date.
I'm cool on her.
To date. So I'm giving it to her. All right, so that is the 10-point GOAT analysis, and the analysis comes back with Chris Brown with 3 points, Michael Jackson with 5 points, and as we suspected, the GOAT is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter with 11 points on the analysis. So y'all don't have no more conversations about that. When y'all having conversations online about this, just say, go to the Ain't Shit Show.
We solved
and
it.
They've already solved all this,
clear.
so y'all ain't gotta have the debate no more.
I don't agree with that shit though.
This is no longer debatable. The GOAT scale has come out, and this has already been approved by the CDC, by NASA, by the FBI, just naming agencies. It's been approved. It's been approved by everybody. So that's who is that. Hey, I want to thank y'all for this happy 420 episode of the Ain't Shit Show. Edibles really do kick in, people. I want to make sure y'all subscribe, all right? And follow us at the Ain't Shit Show. On Twitter, IG, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Facebook. Make sure y'all leave a comment. And come on, man, rate us, because we need to get on the Apple Noteworthy page. Our numbers have been growing, and y'all have been showing us love. I try to thank y'all every episode, like, because I really do appreciate
in the world,
it.
But you here with us.
If you shout us out,
and we appreciate that.
Listening to our bullshit. So, and we appreciate that. If y'all been tagging us too, so tag us, We appreciate that. And, I just got a real simple quote today. It's not where you from, it's where you at. So make the most of where you at, my nigga. Stop talking about past shit. It's where you at. So on that note, until next week, we want y'all to be great. And we still in Wakanda forever,